think when this episode goes up, it's gonna be the
Christmas
day
Eve.
before Christmas. Oh, it's gonna be Christmas Eve.
It is, yes. It'll be Clayton's first Christmas. He'll be 7 months old because we're obviously recording this ahead of time. But yes, on the day it goes up, it'll be Christmas Eve.
How do you feel about having Clayton's first Christmas?
I thought I'd be a little more excited, but like he doesn't really know what's going on. So I mean, it's gonna be fun to watch him like tear at everything because he keeps reaching for stuff. And he actually finally crawled forward for the first time while I was wrapping gifts because he wanted the wrapping paper. So that was fun. Now I think next year will be more fun because he'll be like aware, or at least more aware. But this year is kind of like, yay, Christmas, take lots of pictures, but nothing like overly exciting. We didn't really go all out this year. We got him a few gifts, but grandma and grandpa up north definitely spoiled him, and grandma and grandpa down here, down south, are definitely spoiling the crap out of him. So I'm not worried about his first Christmas not being special.
Are you gonna do anything like cute, like crafts with him, like taking his footprint or his handprint, making an ornament? Or
that's what I'm doing after this episode. Like once we're done recording, is doing his handprint for his ornament for his first Christmas, and then it takes like 2 days to dry, and then I'll paint it or write on it, and then it'll be good. And then I'm wrapping that thing with bubble wrap because if it ever breaks, I will cry, like real legit distressed tears.
Maybe make 2.
I know, right?
Maybe make 3. I don't know, Sam.
Right?
Sam, you're kind of clumsy. So
hey, I have a Harry Potter ornament that's like super duper heavy. It should have broken like years ago, and it's still alive, knock on wood, so we're good. I can take care of my ornaments.
Talking about Harry Potter, I was at my sister's house last week, and they're showing me her Christmas tree. I'm pretty sure my sister has one of my Harry Potter ornaments.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm adamant, but it was from the first movie where he goes to the mirror and he's staring into the mirror, and it's like a Hallmark ornament. That was my favorite ornament growing up. I used to like play with it all the time when maybe I was too old for that, but like I used to have so much fun like looking at it. But I don't know about you, I just feel like Christmas really caught up to me.
I was like, okay, Christmas is coming, we're gonna get everything together. I actually started shopping a little bit early. I got a couple of things for you early. I have another friend who's like super duper into Halloween, but obviously the Halloween stuff goes away after Halloween, so I'd already bought some of her Christmas stuff. Like I was like, yes, I am on the ball. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh crap, Christmas is next week.
Well, I literally feel like I had all these plans, but family stuff got in the way. Like I had my 20 days of holiday books. I lasted 3 days, gave up because I just had so much other stuff like going on. I think I'm going to save the books though that I was going to do. If you don't know, I was going to do a TikTok series where I was going to every day recommend and review holiday themed book. Really what happened was I unexpectedly had some family drama, and then I was away, and it just like I didn't have time to record. And so I think that next year I'm gonna keep the books that I had for this year, and I was only gonna do 20, so I might buy like 10 more books.
I was gonna say you should probably start recording in like November.
So I did start recording in November, but I'll be honest with you, I'm such a perfectionist.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't like this video, so I had to redo it again and again, and I just felt like I had a lot of bad luck. Like I was trying to do a lot of where I'm going to be baking the stuff that happens in the book, like where it's like a character bakes like cookies, I'm going to make those type of cookies and talk about the book. But like there was an issue with a Costco butter. I don't know if it was like the water to fat ratio was not working. And so all my baked goods were coming out horrible. I'm not tooting my own horn, but I'm a fantastic baker. Like I know how to bake. I literally have a degree in it. Multiple things I was making was just coming out horrible. And I was getting so frustrated. That was like my pre-recording, and it just went awful.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so next year I think I'm going to do it better. I also think that this year was just kind of a whirlwind for me and just super busy. But I'm really excited about this episode. So last year we did an episode in which we did a Christmas episode. Last year I talked about traditions, and then you also did a story talking about,
I think like Santa Claus or something. I actually found my notes from last year. It was like the origin hit story of Santa Claus or something.
Because I remember that you were talking about malls.
Yeah, like the mall Santa Claus and everything, and like the corporate greed. This year I did something a little different.
Oh gosh, hopefully we didn't do the same thing.
I can promise you 110% we did not do the same thing.
Okay, because I was going to go down a darker route, and then I was like, nah, because I saw this on TikTok, so I was like, I'll just do this. So would you like me to go first, or do you want to go first?
You can go first.
Ooh.
Because I went first last year, so you go first.
Okay, I will go first. When I recommended Sam for us to do a Christmas episode, I wasn't really quite sure what I want to do. I was like, I'll figure it out. And I was struggling. To find something, Sam. I'm not going to lie.
I was struggling too. That's how I came up with what I did. It's a surprise for you because I'm going to test your Christmas knowledge.
Oh, God.
I promise you, you know the answers. I just how I've worded some of the stuff is going to be interesting. I hopefully you find it funny too. So anyway, you go ahead.
Okay, so a couple days ago when I was on TikTok, let's not talk about it because I should have been sleeping. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Don't judge me. Anyways, I saw this video of this woman wrapping a present, and she was talking about how there is a superstition that if you gift your partner like shoes, then they are destined to walk away from you in the relationship. So I thought that I would talk about some Christmas superstitions that are around the world. So let's talk about American superstition. So the first one is that if you're baking while leading up to the holiday season and you crack a egg and there's two yolks in the egg, then you are destined to have twins sometime next year. So Sam, be careful cracking eggs, okay?
I have not gotten a double yolk yet, and I'm also using protection in the form of a shot, so we should be good.
We never know. I'm just
No.
kidding. You're like, absolutely not.
No, I got my baby. He's good. I love him. You will hear him periodically coo in this podcast too.
He is the third podcast host, let's be honest. He's
Yes.
a special guest. So, another thing is in the Philippines, you shouldn't take a bath on Christmas Day as it will wash away the blessing of Jesus's birthday, and you may suffer a strange long-term sickness. So don't take a bath at all Christmas
Oh,
Day. Just
jeez.
be stinky, okay? Smell a little bit. It's fine. But let's be honest, Christmas Day, at least for me, is literally just lounging around all day. You don't do anything. Except, I'll be honest with you, this year, because my sister, Christmas Day got kind of switched around. So Christmas Day is going to be like, you're going to be able to have like a dinner. But I'm going to wear my pajamas to dinner. I'm not dressing up, okay? So then in Spain, you should never buy your friend or family knives or scissors as a gift because there is a superstition that your relationship will be cut as results of it. And now, one time I actually did buy my sister a knife
Uh,
set, and my mom made my sister give me a penny. My mom was like, "You better give her a penny now." And I was like, "What is going on here?" So, obviously, my mom believes in that superstition of never giving a knife or a scissors to your partner or your sister or whoever because it's just bad luck. In Siberia, is said that you should never go outside after sundown during the 12 days of Christmas because a demon may jump on your back and demand to be carried wherever it wishes. It will only release you when the cock orels crows at dawn, which, by the way, I feel like that demon's me.
oh gosh.
That demon's definitely me when I'm drinking. I'm like, let's go. Okay, so in Portugal, it said, and this one's really sweet. It kind of reminds me of Day of the Dead. But in Portugal, it said that during Christmas feast, that you should set an extra place setting for deceased relatives, as well as remembering absent family members. This is the way to bring good luck into the household. So that way you can kind of celebrate them, and they can also be there in the celebration, which I think is super, super cute.
That's nice.
And then in Germany and Poland, if your baby is born within the 12 days of Christmas, it may lead to your child becoming a werewolf. Greeks once believed, yes. So Greeks once believed that baby born during those days may, like, that the child may become a half human monster. And I honestly think that's funny because my sister and my oldest niece is both born within the 12 days leading up to Christmas. So I'm going to be like, when they come see me this weekend, I'm going to be like, is there something going on there?
Right? See if they'll go outside on a full moon. Is it? No, that's is that where? Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's a
werewolves.
werewolf. I'd be like, throw some silver at them, get them some silver gifts, be like, what's going on there? But anyways, yeah, so those are the superstitions around the world. There was a bunch of them, but I didn't want the episode to be too long. But yeah, those are some superstitions. So yeah.
I'd heard the shoes one before, but I hadn't heard about it until I moved to the South.
Is that a Southern thing?
It's the first time I've ever heard of it. Like, I was talking to one of my good friends down here, and she was telling me about her like buying gifts for her now husband. And they said, like, don't buy shoes because they'll run away. Don't buy a watch because it's like time's ticking on your relationship. Like, there's a whole bunch of different things, which, like, I've bought Derek a watch. I don't think I've ever bought him shoes because I don't know. Shoes to me, like, you got to try them on and stuff. So I don't buy shoes for people. But, like, yeah, the shoes thing I didn't hear about until I moved down south.
I've heard about like the knives one because my mom. I don't think I've heard of the shoes. And there's also another one. What was the other one that that you should never give someone something? I can't remember what it is. It wasn't watches. It was, oh, you should never crochet or knit a partner that you're in a relationship with, not like that you're married to, but like a boyfriend, girlfriend, a item because you're only destined to break up with them. That's another one I've heard.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so don't make anyone anything, okay?
Right?
They don't want your homemade gifts. I'm just kidding.
Listen, buy me a gift card. Just give me money. You know, cash is king. And then you don't have to worry about any bad things happening.
Yeah, exactly. Just give gift cards. Moral of the story. But yeah, so those are your superstitions around the world. Sam, do you want to talk about your story?
So I didn't have a story. Again, like you, I was having a very, very rough time trying to figure out something to like talk about because I don't know. I just nothing was coming to me this year. And then, as you do, scrolling through TikTok, and there's a TikToker I love who like poorly describes movies, and I love sitting there trying to guess what the movie is because sometimes they're just like completely out in left field. And I was like, you know, I could try to poorly describe some Christmas movies to Morgan and see if she could figure out what they are. I did make sure that they were very, very popular movies, ones that you would be able to guess very easily. And I didn't try to make the questions too hard.
You know, I live and sleep Christmas. So
I know you do. That's why I was like, this is going to be fun. So I hope you enjoy this. So, all right. You ready for this?
Okay, I'm ready for this.
So your first one. Child kidnapping is an issue in this one as a boy is lured by promises of hot chocolate, agreeing to leave with a weirdo with a mustache. He then starts to convince those who are leery of his mustachioid man's motives that everything is fine. But is it?
Okay.
So child kidnapping, man with a mustache, train.
Oh, it's Polar Express.
Yes.
Okay, because for a minute there, I forgot the mustache. I was like, okay, Home Alone, but I was like, no, he's not kidnapped. And then I was like, Narnia, and I was like, no, that's not. That's not. I mean, it could be a Christmas movie, but it's not. But yeah, Polar Express.
Yay.
Yay! That's my favorite movie of all time. I'm gonna watch it while I'm making some cookies.
That's why I made it the first one because I was like, Morgan loves the Polar Express. She's got to get this one.
Do you know some people don't like the Polar Express?
So the reason why people don't like it is because the characters sit in what's called the uncanny valley, which is like the animation is so close to real humans that it kind of like messes with your brain and freaks you out. People find the characters creepy.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay. A lactose intolerant Tim Allen murders Santa Claus and impersonates him to win back his son's love.
Santa Claus.
It's like if Aladdin had terminated the genie and kept breaking into people's houses, only this time to give them stuff.
The Santa Claus is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
The Santa Claus, Polar Express, and then I think Dash and Lily are my favorite Christmas stuff.
Yeah, I prefer the Santa Claus. I'm not like a huge fan of the Polar Express, but I love the Santa Claus. I've already watched it once because what's his name, Bernard was like my first like crush when I was a kid.
Mine wasn't Bernard. Do you remember that part in the Santa Claus where they break him out of jail?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, because I was a kid, I'm an adult now, but when I was a kid, I was like, I had my like sexual awakening watching that part. I was like, what's happening to me? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. Because I've been seeing it on TikTok. I didn't realize like that was a thing. Like people were obsessed with him.
Yes. I was absolutely obsessed with him. No. My heart.
All right, you ready for your next one?
Yes.
After finally accepting that he is not like the other elves, the tallest elf of all goes on a mission to find his father and finds that the human world is not like the North Pole. He also may eventually end up with diabetes.
That one is Will Ferrell's Elf.
Yes.
Well, that one's really funny too because of the part where he's walking around in the movies, where he's walking in New York City. That's actually wasn't like those weren't actors. They were real life people. He was just like down in New York City, dressed up like an elf, walking around downtown. I find that absolutely hilarious.
Just being Will Ferrell.
Yeah, but fun fact, I'm not a huge fan of that movie.
You know, I've only ever watched it once. But people there's like a cult following to that movie.
Some people absolutely love it. I just like, I don't know. I just am not a huge fan.
So I'm in this like Harry Potter group chat thing on Facebook. And when people leave the group chat for whatever reason, they're just not into it or they just don't want the notifications and stuff. Like when it says they leave, I don't know why people do this, but they're like, bye, we hope you'll come back or whatever. So one of the members was like, bye, Dan, I hope you find your dad. And someone's like, oh, I didn't realize he was looking for his father. So then we had to explain to them the narwhal from Elf.
That's hilarious.
Because they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I hope he finds his father soon. And we're like, no. It's a quote.
Can you imagine if someone thought you're real? Someone was like, wow, that's kind of like a dick move to say.
Luckily, the kid who posted the I hope you find your dad found a meme of the narwhal being like, bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad.
That's funny. That's hilarious. I should say that whenever someone leaves.
Right? Bye. I hope you find your dad. Okay. This crew of unlikely friends involves a fawn, the abominable snowman, and an elf that wants to be a dentist. And in the end, ends up to one of them to save the Christmas. Oh my God, I can't English.
Oh, it's right. A Year Without Santa.
Nope.
Okay, oh, wait.
A fawn, the abominable snowman, and an elf who wants to be a dentist. And my child having the hiccups.
Well, I know what the elf looks like because the elf has like a blue hat, a blue outfit.
Yep.
And it has Rudolph in it.
You basically already said it.
Rudolph?
Yeah, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I thought for some reason that was the Year Without Santa. No, the Year Without Santa is like Ice Meister and like Heat Meister. Okay.
Yeah. I wish this year that they started back up the trend with the people doing the makeups and stuff.
I know, that was so much fun.
Because those were so much fun to watch. All right. You ready for your last one?
Sure.
I hope you're enjoying this. Like, I had fun making these up.
Oh, no, I love this.
Following a poor shave job and self-imposed exile, Green Thanos returns from the Shadow Realm to snap and unsnap Christmas decorations, including the roast beast. He also strong-arms his dog into a Rudolph cosplay.
That is the Grinch, and actually I do not like the Grinch.
No, I like the Jim Carrey Grinch. He cracks me up.
I don't know. I just I've never been a huge fan of the Grinch. I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of it. But yeah. See, Sam, I knew I was going to get them all right because I absolutely love Christmas.
Yeah, I was like, I think this will be fun for you.
The only one that really stumped me was a Rudolph one, but that's only because there's if you look up that one and also A Year Without Santa Claus, and there's also another one where it's like Christmas and summer where it's they're all very much super similar.
Yeah. I didn't want to just straight out say deer. So I was like fawn because he's still a baby. And then the elf who wants to be a dentist, which they were playing that at work because we have a TV out in the main area. Had it on the old Christmas movies. So I was sitting there having a good time watching them. Which, by the way, the animation is terrible, or not the animation, but the clay work and stuff. But I still love those movies. They're classics.
Do you have a favorite Christmas movie?
I mean, I love Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Every year I love watching that movie. And then after that, The Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Yeah, I also really, really love Home Alone.
See, I've never actually watched Home Alone. I know Home Alone.
Sam!
I know Home Alone. I know it. I know the basis of it and stuff, but I've never actually watched the whole movie.
I'm disappointed in you.
You know what movie I just watched the whole way through for the first time 2 weeks ago? The Sound of Music.
No, I've never seen it.
No. It's 3 hours long. Did you know that?
Damn. Okay, that's probably why I have never seen it.
Ooh, not Christmas related. Just curious. What do you think of Percy Jackson?
Oh my God, I loved it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If you don't know, the Percy Jackson series came out on the 20th. There was 2 episodes that got released. And if you're not fans of the book, then you might not realize how much how much well they did it. No, I will say that some of the lines did feel a little bit not well acted, but I think that it just was kind of awkward at some points, but I absolutely loved it. I felt like the person who played Percy Jackson did a fantastic job. The person who played Clarice, the bully, fantastic job. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I absolutely loved the 2 episodes, and I'm so excited for the rest of the series because I saw a trailer and it was so good.
What about Dionysus?
Oh my God, I love him. He was exactly because first off, in the movie, you don't even get to see him. So exactly how I feel, sassy, funny. He does not care about Percy. He's pretty much you're not worth my time.
I loved it when he was like, I'm your dad.
Yeah, exactly.
That was hilarious. But I enjoyed it too. I watched the first 2 episodes a couple days ago and I loved it.
Yeah, so good. I can't wait for the rest of the series. But anyways, I guess let's end this episode. I hope you guys what?
I don't know. Sometimes we have such a flow when it comes to reviewing books that when we just do our random episodes, it's okay, then we're gonna end now.
Yeah, I mean why not? I gotta go make some Christmas cookies. I'm gonna make some.
I gotta finish wrapping presents.
We got so much stuff to do. I'm so glad I'm not a mom because I feel like it's gonna be crazier if you had kids.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope everyone has a great holiday season, whether you're celebrating Christmas or Hanukkah or any other holiday you're celebrating. I hope you have a fantastic holiday. I mean, let's be honest, the holidays may be about the presents, but not. It's all about family and spending time with the people you love. So I really hope you guys have a great holiday season and go read a book. I cannot wait for Christmas Eve so I can get my Christmas books. But yeah, that's it. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, would like to support us, please remember to rate us on Spotify as it does help push our podcast out there. Also remember to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere else you can find a podcast. And Sam will tell you about the rest of our socials.
So if if you think we are absolutely hilarious, which one fact, my friends, we are, you should check out our TikTok. It is Just One More Page Podcast. And for all of the pictures, whatever else we decide to post, stories, random statuses, we do have an Instagram. It is Just One More Page Official. And we are also Just One More Page Official on Threads. So we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Next week, we're going to be doing our end of the year wrap up. So it'll be another fun, just kind of like chill listen to us. So we hope you tune in for that. And we will talk to you all next week.
Bye,
All right.
everyone. Have a good
Bye. Happy
Christmas.
holidays. Bye.
Bye.